That's all the time we have for tonight, but we'll be back again tomorrow, and we'll introduce you to this man.
That entropy of a perfect crystal is nil. Define Gibbs free energy, state function still. Yeah!
His name is Dr. Cory Pye. He plays a good air guitar, but he may not be a very good singer, but he's a very good chemistry professor at St. Mary's University in Halifax, and he revises classic rock songs to help teach his lessons. We'll also hear from a scientist in Australia who's been waiting 74 years to see a drop of pitch, or tar. He wants to see it fall, and we'll find out why he thought it was worth the wait. See you for those stories tomorrow, and at Discovery Canada, I'm Jane Gilbert. Good night.
To understand entropy through preferred microstates.
It's only rock and roll, but they like it. Or at least they tolerate it. And they might be learning something, too. That's the hope of Cory Pye, a chemistry prof at St. Mary's University in Halifax. With his, quote, unique musical stylings, unquote, he combines classic rock tunes and chemical equations, all in an effort to help his students remember their lessons.
And Dr. Cory Pye joins us from St. Mary's University in Halifax. Hello, Dr. Pye.
Hello.
Now tell me, what could ever prompt you to want to start singing to your students?
In a moment of, trying to find ways of motivating my students, in a moment of desperation, I said to myself, does it require a song and dance? And when I followed that to its logical conclusion, here I am today.
You're singing, but you're not dancing yet?
Not dancing, not yet.
Wait till the next semester. Do these songs actually contain chemistry lessons?
Yes, they do, actually. For instance, Entropy Train, as patterned after Ozzy Osbourne's Crazy Train. Crazy, but that's how it goes. Zillions of molecules adrift in this world. There are some references to the Carnot cycle, and descriptions of the Carnot cycle. For instance, isothermal, adiabatic. You have put in some heat, you get some work out. And basically, the Carnot cycle is an idealized model of an engine. And so by singing those lyrics, the students will hopefully remember it. Other examples include Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, which is a description of solution chemistry. Indicator acid-base titration, dronium hydroxide neutralization, Raoult's law boiling point elevation. I'll talk about various types of things that happen in solution. The fact that solutes are often surrounded by water molecules in the case of hydration, or other solvent molecules in the case of more generally. A third example would be AC/DC. It was my final year and the solution was clear, so I added some acid, but the solution stayed placid. Then I tried some base, just in case the pH mattered at all, but the reaction was stalled. That is a song about chemical kinetics, rates of chemical reactions, how fast they occur, and what conditions influence the rates of reactions. Temperature, for instance, the pH of a solution, which is a measure of the hydronium ion concentration. There's a lot of chemistry in there.
So how do you come up with all this? I mean, do you take a song that's going through your head and think, how can I weave chemistry into this? Or how do you do it?
Well, I'm driving home from work, or in the shower, or trying to get to sleep at night, or any of a number of typical situations, and a sudden burst of inspiration will come to me, and usually in the form of a verse, and then I'll write a song around that.
So how are the students reacting? When you wanted to do a song and dance for them, is it working?
I think so. Songs permeate our culture, and And people remember the lyrics to them, even though they may be 20, 30 years old. So if I can put a bit of chemistry in there, I think it would serve its purpose to help them remember a little bit of chemistry.
The sign gives free energy, stay functioning still, yeah!
The first time I heard him, I thought, you know, this guy's escaped from some lunatic asylum. But, like I say, once I gave it some thought, I realized that, yes, he's definitely really making the effort to get in there and grab people's attention, and certainly what might be considered, to some extent, very dry material.
He does put a lot of stuff in it that's from the chapter, which is kind of interesting, but it's neat. It's a break, and it's funny.
Are these grad students or undergrad?
First year chemistry students, actually. In particular, I teach an engineering chemistry section.
So I can just imagine them by the time they get into their graduate work breaking into song during their dissertation. Be full orchestration by that point, right?
Mm-hmm, yes.
Do you take requests?
I have, yes. A student of mine, Tyler Dawson, actually requested a song last year. He suggested that I use Billy Joel's. He was a really big Billy Joel fan, and he suggested that I use the song "We Didn't Start the Fire" for a thermodynamics section of the course. And with thermodynamics, there's a lot of definitions. And with that song, there's a lot of very fast, almost a cinematic technique style of music. And so the two naturally fit together.
Okay, so test me out. Give me a few phrases from "We Didn't Start the Fire."
Okay. System, process, surrounding state, open, close, and isolate, for instance.
Is that one even a challenge for the professor?
Yes, it's, if you play it fast, it can be.
I understand you have a recording career in your future now.
Yes, I do, actually. My student assistant, Max Haven, is recording a lot of these songs for deposition onto a website at the Journal of Chemical Education, and they'll be accessible to many people then. Be downloaded perhaps as WAV files, most likely.
So you're out to conquer the world now.
Yes.
When do you think that'll be available?
I suspect in May.
So is that in time for Juno or Grammy contention this year?
I hope not.
Well, don't give up the day job. Well, good luck to you. Good luck to your students. Thanks for telling us about it.
Thank you.
We've been speaking with Dr. Cory Pye. He teaches and sings about chemistry at St. Mary's University in Halifax.